to the Round Table, guys. Season opener. Second season of the Round Table to start the season. Guys, we got the cast. We got the crew. You know what to do. 1980, Dallas Cowboy fan. 1980, the power. He's bringing the power to AT&T Stadium. He got the lights. That's how much power he got. Fifth Quarter Cowboys, the realest on YouTube. And the one with the most kids, my Cowboys family, not in attendance today. But they will be here shortly. They're eating dinner. Guys, let's start the show. Season opener. Let's start it off with how fired up are you? Fifth Quarter Cowboys, season opener. How fired up are you?
Oh my God, man! Listen, y'all, it's so crazy. It felt like yesterday when the news broke that we got Amari Cooper. I can't believe that the year is back around again already. It felt like Dak's rookie year was just last year. It's so crazy how this man is in year 4.
Yeah.
That blows my mind, man.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's so insane. Dak, he just played 16, 17, and 18. He's about to play in 2019. This will be his 4th season. Time is flying, which means we are getting older, which also means we need a damn Super Bowl.
Right.
I'm out of my 20s. I'm no longer in my 20s, y'all. I'm already feeling it in my knees. Listen, y'all. 350-degree asphalt. That means I climb up on the tank every day and open it. My knees are hurting. My knees are hurting. I need a Super Bowl, Jerry Jones. Dallas Cowboys, Jason Garrett, Kellen Moore. I need a Super Bowl, y'all. We are getting old. I'm so excited. I made a video earlier talking about I want Dak Prescott to ball out tomorrow. I want Dak Prescott to go do the damn thing. Everybody's expecting Zeke to go and do it. I want Dak Prescott to show those guys that made that top 100 list of the best players in the NFL why he should have been on that list.
Yeah.
I want Dak Prescott to also show why he needs to be in the top 10 quarterbacks in the NFL. I want Dak to go out there tomorrow and be something that they never saw before. In my opinion, I felt like Dak started to click in the Seahawks game. That was my first time ever looking at Dak Prescott and being like, okay, all right. And then in the Rams game, Dak Prescott brought us back, man, had us up, you know. I want Dak Prescott to go out there. I want Dak to rip him. Nobody respects Prescott. The NFL defensive coordinators, they said we're preparing for 21. They'll disregard number 4. Dak Prescott needs to change that.
That's right.
Dak Prescott needs to show them guys. He needs to show defensive coordinators. He needs to show them that you don't need to be scared of 21 alone. Yeah. You need to worry about me too.
Yeah.
Dak gotta earn his respect. He got a lot of respect for certain guys, but I'm excited to see Prescott. And honestly, Dak is the only guy I'm excited to see because Dak is the driver of the ship. Yep.
What?
Dak Prescott is the only guy I'm excited to see tomorrow. Our quarterback is the only player I'm excited to see tomorrow. I know that's crazy coming from me, but number 4 is the only player I'm excited to see because Dak Prescott controls everything. When we lose a lead, if we never had a lead, if we gain a lead, sacks, interceptions, Dak Prescott, he controls all that. And I want him to come in this season open against the Giants and show them why they should be worried about him too. So I'm super excited. I'm super happy. I know, and this is why I know what Zeke can do. I know what Amari can do. I know what Michael Gallup can do. This offensive line, I know what they can do. I want Dak to go ahead and make – Dak Prescott has done a lot more than a lot of guys that came in the league. You know, being a 4th rounder, he has accomplished a lot. Even though I criticize Dak a lot, interception, fumbles, not being able to read the whole field, not being able to throw downfield. In that Seahawks game, Dak Prescott showed me a lot. In that Rams game, Dak Prescott showed me a lot. So tomorrow, number 4 is the only player that I will be paying close attention to. And I'm excited, man. Let's go!
1980. Open up your channel to your wonderful subscribers and tell them why 1980, the Power Man, is excited for tomorrow.
Here we go, guys. Saturday.
Yeah.
Roundtable time. Yeah. If it's okay with anybody else, can we talk and discuss the Dallas Cowboys? Guys, I want to thank everybody. I want to thank my roundtable guys, fifth quarter, DCFN, Dallas Cowboy Football News. I want to thank them guys for allowing me to talk Cowboys with them. Guys, it's here. It's game time. I want to thank everybody in the comment section as well. The football season is here. Dallas Cowboy football is here. It's tomorrow. I got the butterflies. I got those butterflies. You know how you get those butterflies on game day. That's what I'm. If I'm feeling like this right now, just imagine in the morning when I wake up. I probably won't even be able to go to sleep tonight really soundly. It's been a long time coming. We got preseason out of the way. No more babysitting. No more diaper changing. No more pacifier giving. It's time to play football. All to the ball in a bad mood. I agree with fifth quarter. I am excited to see the Dallas Cowboys. I'm excited to see what Dak Prescott is going to do. We have to. Dak Prescott has to silence the critics. He has to open up aggressively and show what he's learned. Show how he's progressed. Show his foot mechanics and accuracy and things like that. Things we know he's capable of doing. He also has to play the Dak way. You don't want to be too textbook and do everything the coach tells you to do because you're out there playing. Dak has to make things happen. Dak has to realize if he has to run, if there's nobody open, he has to run or not. That's his responsibility. I just want him to be have the awareness to knock these giants out of the water. But it's game time, guys. I'm excited. It's a perfect time for the game, 3:45, 3:25, whatever. So, man, I'm excited, guys. I'm ready to get this ball rolling. Let's get on with it. DCFN, go ahead. What we got first, big dog?
When I started playing football, Pop Warner football, 6th grade, I first laced up my cleats, first put on those shoulder pads, I first put on those helmets, and I was a little kid, and the coach told me, team, or he told us, he said, team, this right here is a battlefield. Across the team might be one of your friends, but on this field, they are not your friends. Light them up. Punch them in the mouth. It's football. We're going to be aggressive, and we got to set the tone early. I was a little kid. Fifth quarter, 1980, I didn't know no better. I went out there, started hitting people in the mouth. It was war, and it was war from then on. Every time I laced up those cleats, I didn't miss. I loved football so much, I didn't miss a year. Played all the way up my senior year. And every time we played different school, we had rivalries. I had friends over there. They were not my friends on that field. I remember there was a point in time when DeMarco Murray went to the Philadelphia Eagles. Sean Lee hit him on that line. DeMarco Murray got up, looked at Sean Lee like, what are you doing? Sean Lee walked right past him, showed no emotion. That right there is what I want the Dallas Cowboys to bring. I want them to bring that dog. I want them to bring the soldier mentality. Oh, this is our battlefield. This is our star. We can't go tickle guys in the end zone before football games. Yep. This right here is war. If you want it, you got to go get it, and no one's your friend in that process except the 11 guys on the field at the same time wearing the helmet you're wearing, 1980.
There you go.
Oh, I'm getting fired up. It's football time, guys.
Man.
It is football time, and the war starts tomorrow. Let's get in the show. Fifth quarter had to step out a minute, so it's just me and 1980 right now. 1980, give me some things that you're looking for. Like you said, preseason's over. The babysitting is done. We went from 90 to 53 like that.
Right.
Tell me some things you're looking for.
Great question. The things I am looking for in this game tomorrow is how aggressive we can be on both sides of the ball. This is the New York Giants, guys. We got to go into this game. I don't want this to be a trap game because on paper, we're the better team. Physically, we're the better team. We have the better talent. I feel deep inside that we are better than the New York Giants. I think they know it as well. But the first game of the season is always tough, especially against the NFC East rival. It's going to be a slobber knocker. I don't want people to think we're going to go in here and blow these guys out. I would love more than anything for them not to score at all, like at all. But it's football. It happens. You get in field goal range, whatever. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for on defense. I'm looking for 3 and outs. I know it's not going to happen all the time, but that's what I'm looking for. Smart defense. We have to contain Saquon Barkley. That is the most important thing. Getting Eli flustered, getting after him, kind of treated like the same as last year's first game. We played them here last year. That first game of the season. Eli, hot boys are after him. Eli was on his butt almost the whole night. And that's kind of what I'm looking for in the defense. I don't have to go down each player as far as on the defense side of the ball. Offense, just nickel and diamond up the field, controlling the clock, and converting on third down, and scoring, getting creative in the red zone. That's what I'm looking for in the red zone, getting creative, because anybody can go up and down the field, but it takes creativity to get in the end zone once you get in the red zone. So that's what I'm looking for. But we can't take this game lightly. This is first game jitters. You're going to see a lot of penalties and things like that.
Right.
It happens. It's the NFL.
Yep.
So I don't want us to go in there and beat ourselves, and we don't need to get too fancy. You get what I'm saying? I know we got this awesome playbook guru and stuff like that, but we don't need to get too fancy. I don't need to see 3 and 4 and 5 motions and 6 reverses and to be just too fancy, because you'll start making mistakes and beating yourselves. And penalties will beat you faster than the other team. So we just need to be real basic. I hate to say it, but we need to be real basic. The key word of being basic is executing. It's all just executing. We're the better team. We have the power team. So we need to, whatever play we call, we just need to execute it. And that's just the bottom line. Executing goes a long way. Last year we had little hand, and everything was really vanilla, and we had a hard time executing. So executing on offense is the key. Clock management is the key. Keep that fresh, and the sky's the limit. But that's all I got on that.
My Cowboys family just arrived, guys. Welcome back, guys. Season opener. We just went over why we're excited. Yeah. So, my Cowboys family, let everybody know why. MCF. Hold on, real quick.
Cowboys, dinner. It was a great dinner here in Dallas.
Family in the house.
That is so cool.
I love it.
Let me know why you guys are excited. And these guys just are coming off from meeting Travis Frederick, Zach Martin, and Michael Gallup. So, walk us through that experience real quick, guys, if you don't mind, and tell us why you're excited.
Okay, well, first of all, it was a fantastic time, great energy. We love meeting, not just all the crazy Cowboy fans out there that are going nuts over all this just like us, but yes, meeting Zach Martin, Travis Frederick, and Michael Gallup was really, really awesome. Zach Martin, we kind of joked at him, like, that back's feeling good, right? And he just kind of gave the nod, right? But just honestly, just seeing the excitement, like Gallup was so excited. Like you could see the energy from him just being around the fans, excited to be out there. And I told him, at least for me personally, I know I've talked a lot and I put a lot of high expectations on Gallup for this year. And I told him so. And I told him that we all believe he can do it, but I especially believe he can do it. It's just really cool to actually be able to, talk to these guys and shake their hands. And they were all really friendly, really nice. Zach Martin's a little more reserved than Travis Frederick, but Travis Frederick was actually, like, you could feel how excited he was to be back, and everyone cheered extra hard and loud for him.
They looked like they were in game mode. Yes. They were like the two linemen, Zach Martin and Travis. Their mind was on tomorrow's game.
They looked like they were already on the field.
Yeah, they weren't thinking about. They were whatever. Gallup was like, hey, what's up? How you doing? Like, it was different. So Zach Martin and Travis Frederick, that O-line, I'm ready for it, man. We're gonna rip the Giants a new one tomorrow. That's what I'm saying.
Woo! Game mode. That's what I was saying. Why I'm excited. It was because it's war, and nobody's your friend unless they got another helmet just like you. That's what I was just saying. So to have that mentality, for you guys to feel that intensity, nothing but great things coming out of that offensive line. And I just asked 1980. We'll go back to fifth quarter when he's ready here in just a minute.
Oh, brother, boy.
All right, fifth quarter. I guess I'll go to you real quick. Tell everybody watching. We got 69 viewers, guys. If you're in here, hit that like button, guys. Make sure you smash it. Punch the like button. But fifth quarter, what are you looking for out there? I know you brought up Dak Prescott, but tell us some other things that you're looking for.
I want to see what Kellen Moore is going to do, man. You know, like Kellen Moore is a big part of a reason we can be successful, man. You know, I know what the players can do. You know what I'm saying? But as far as athleticism and execution, but they need something to execute. And I'm hoping that it's something that we haven't seen mixed with a little, you know, of course we're going to see some old stuff, but I'm hoping Kellen Moore bring new things to the table. You know what I'm saying? So those are a couple of things that I'm really looking for, you know, just like I said, mainly Dak Prescott. I know what everybody else is capable of, but I think it was kind of crazy that he didn't make the top 100 best players in the NFL. I think that's kind of ridiculous that Dak didn't make that. I also think it's ridiculous that he didn't make the top 10 quarterbacks. So I think Dak need to go out there and just man, listen, I know what Zeke can do. I'm not worried about that. I want Dak to go out there and lose his mind. I want Kellen Moore to bring some stuff out on the Giants. So, like I told y'all, Dak Prescott, Kellen Moore, red zone, third down situation. That's what I'm looking for.
Absolutely. Shout out to William Taylor, Daniel Allman, Cowboys Abroad in the house, Anthony Deanne, Cowboys fiance on both places. I don't get it. Skeptical fan with a $2 holla. How many sacks will Eli get? We'll answer that in just a minute. We got Keith Rogers, Michael Hooper, Kenneth Rogers, DCFN. Hey, what's up, brother? What's up? I'm DCFN too, player. We got DCFN 1973 in the house. We got Forever DC, Sticky Fingers, Mari Cooper, and Michael Gallup. And we got DJ Cobbs in the house, guys. MCF, what are you looking for at this game in person? Tell me what you're looking for.
I honestly, fifth quarter Cowboys said the one thing I feel like most Cowboy fans are at least looking for, which is Kellen Moore. Even if you're not excited about Kellen Moore, I feel most Cowboy fans are definitely looking at Kellen Moore. But I'm excited for Kellen Moore. I'm excited to see what he can do, the way we're going to move all these pieces around and really just get a lot of different looks from this Cowboy team. I mean, really the sky is the limit for this offense with as many pieces as we have to play with. But to me, it's Kellen Moore. I mean, baby.
To me, I like what you said, Kellen Moore. I like what you just said about Dak and all these other things. It's the defense going to win this game. The defense has to come in there and smack him in the fucking mouth. That's it. Listen, we have to jump on this team.
Yes.
Like, I believe that Cowboys defense want something to prove this year, more so than any other year in the past.
To answer skeptical fans' question, 5 sacks.
No 5 sacks. Not in this game.
For Eli? Eli's getting sacked 5 times. I
thought you meant by Tank. I thought you meant Tank.
Eli's getting sacked 5 times.
Gotcha. Now, I think that the defense is what matters here. The defense is not everything matters, but I'm saying the offense might have some struggles here and there, whatever. I don't know. But I'm just saying what I'm looking for is the defense to create turnovers, get sacks, put pressure on the quarterback. Kind of, they got to cover Barkley. You got to stop him. You got to cover Evan Ingram. Outside of that, we continuously put consistent pressure on Eli Manning. This game is over. It's over. I usually am pretty pessimistic, but I do believe our defense, if they come out like the way I'm expecting them to, and I want to see it happen, I think we're going to have a game where people are going to look at this game and the rest of the 31 teams, and I guess 30 when the Giants are seeing it firsthand, and they're going to say, damn, this defense is something else.
Right now. Actually, we are going to make the Giants say, damn, this defense is something else.
True. And the 30 other ones, too.
Oh, what? All good takes from my colleagues here, but it's time for my takes on what I'm looking for. I want this defense to make a statement. Yeah. I want them to make a statement so bad. I hate looking ahead, but I want the Washington Redskins to pee a little bit. That's how bad I want them. You know that little chihuahua that gets scared, they pee a little bit? I want the Washington Redskins to be a chihuahua. I want this defense to really be aggressive and don't let up. If they're going to play fast on the first play, they got to play fast on that last play, even in victory formation. I don't give a fuck. They got to go out there, and this defense has to make a statement because defense wins championships. Offense sells tickets.
There you go.
And this offense, speaking of the offense, Dak Prescott, fifth quarter Cowboys made a comment that he's not respected in the league. You stop Zeke, we'll have 4, see if he can make those throws. And if that is the case, if those defense coordinators are thinking that way, it's time for Dak to elevate his game. How can he get into the top tier, either the top tier or the second tier of quarterbacks? And how can he get out of the average of 23 touchdown throwing? It's time for Dak to get 4,000 yards or more, and it's time for Dak to get 25-plus touchdowns. If you want to get respected, you got to put up numbers. And I'm not saying anything outrageous. 4,000 yards for a quarterback, that's basically an average. 25 touchdowns, basically an average. It's time for Dak to take that next level. Now, we hated on Kellen Moore for being a quarterback coach. I was one of them. I even said the Viagra and Kellen Moore just got a little bit stiffer for the Dallas Cowboys. And, I did not like him as a quarterback coach for our quarterback. And now I'm pumped up because he's our offensive coordinator. I don't know how that happens. I don't know what to change it. You be quiet. It's my time to talk, boy.
Flip it floppy, y'all.
I'm going to put my foot on his throat, and I'm going to cut it. Michael Irvin style. Anyway, but no, guys, it's time for Kellen Moore to, if he wants to make a coaching impact in the NFL, this is the team to do it. He is loaded. He got the O-line. He got the running back. He got the wide receivers. Does he have the quarterback? It's time for Dak to make the statement now. Let's talk about matchups. MCF does a really good job on his channel talking about, Cowboys will have the highest score in the NFC East, that skeptical fan. Oh, you damn right they will. I got 35-7. Huh? Say that again?
I was thinking skeptical fan for the super chat.
Let's talk about matchups real quick. And MCF gets really big in the matchups. Tell us about the New York Giants offense. And how do they match up with our defense, if any at all?
Yeah, I personally think that we're going to see some Jordan Lewis in this game when Saquon Barkley's out there on 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7, the passing downs, or farther out than that, because
a 3rd and long situation overall.
Yeah, I mean, it's 3rd and long passing situation. I think you see Jordan Lewis coming in kind of like we did with Kamara last year, but I think he's a solid tackler. Very good, sticky coverage guy, and a guy who, can make things happen, Jordan Lewis. And again, we need that kind of guy matched up on Saquon. He can take Saquon. He can at least help take him down. So I think that's a major matchup there. I also think, I'm thinking this. When it comes to our defensive line, Tank, we got to see how his shoulder is doing. But I believe
Tank has a huge chance of blowing up this game because his specific matchup.
Yeah, the Giants' right tackle is Mike Remmers. This guy's the trashiest guy in their offensive line. Plus, he had an illness this past week. So the point here I'm trying to say is that is the weak spot. Now, listen, if they compensate that, I don't want to get caught up in stats because I don't really care. The only stat I care is wins. But the thing is that when it comes to Tank, he might not get 4 sacks. He might get no sacks, but he's going to create stuff for other guys because they're going to have to help. They got to help Tank. They're going to have to help Mike Remmers block Tank. So I think Tank's going to make some noise in this game. I think that's an important matchup to watch, number 90 versus their right tackle. And then, of course, Jordan Lewis on some of those plays coming in for Saquon, I think is big too, and kind of can stall him out 4 or 5 plays in the game. But the one guy I kind of still wonder what you guys think about is Evan Ingram, the tight end.
Well, here's the thing: that DCFN made a good point. People like to downplay the Cowboys a lot and say, "Oh, you shut down 21 and you can handle 4." But when you look at the Giants, I think this is the team where you shut down Saquon, and I think you can handle the Giants because, realistically speaking, their 2 biggest assets on offense are Saquon Barkley and Evan Ingram, and I think that the Cowboys are planning around those 2 major pieces. Like you said, they're not going to allow the situation where Evan Ingram is going to catch a long one on us. I really would like to see Jordan Lewis hopefully cover him a little more, depending on Evan Ingram. Again,
see, I think it's a matchup on height there. So I think that's
I guess you're right. You're right.
Jordan Lewis, like he did on passing down, stopping Barkley in the ground game. That's going to be a team effort. But when it comes to a passing play, and you got to cover Saquon, you don't want those mismatches with the linebackers. So you want Jordan Lewis, the quicker, aggressive kind of corner guy who's quick and he did a damn good job against Kamara to match up against Barkley, who's got other things, other skills. But I think that we have someone like him on them who's shooting out to the ball, disrupting even Saquon, slowing him down for a second. That's a major key, I think, in this situation, this game tomorrow.
All right, let me ask you guys real quick. Some guys say he don't trust Cooper's soft hands. And Travis Mitchell-Diggs says you're supposed to have you're not supposed to have tense hands when catching. Catching's like grabbing boobs. Easy with them. Don't go too aggressively. that is true. That is true. All right. Fifth quarter Cowboys matchups. What? Hey, that white girl was dancing in MCS video earlier, and the look on Miss Beyonce's face was priceless. Priceless. But fifth quarter Cowboys matchups, what are you looking for?
I'm not looking for no matchup.
All right. Dallas Cowboy fan 1980 matchups. Anything that you're looking for out there? How do the Giants match up with the Cowboys, if at all?
Well, I want to kind of echo what MCF was saying as far as containing Saquon Barkley. I'm really interested in seeing Malik Collins and Antoine Woods on the inside and the middle, how they crowd that up. It all starts with that front four. And if that front four is strong, if we can dominate that offensive line, I think we'll be fine. Now, on stopping and containing Saquon Barkley, you got to be mindful about his size, his power, and his explosiveness, and his speed and agility as well. He's a pretty much all-around back. A lot of people are comparing him to Barry Sanders and all that stuff. So, but he's a hell of a guy. He's a hell of a talent. He's already in the conversation of being one of the top running backs in the league. And it's just, second year? So, the containment on him. Now, Jordan Lewis coming in. See, we run a lot of cover three, so we're going to see a lot of nickel defense. I'm not sure if Byron Jones is starting. Byron Jones is starting, and Cheeto. Obviously, Anthony Brown and Jordan Lewis are probably going to be alternating in the slot or the nickel DB. But you got to be mindful of Saquon's size. No arm tackles. I saw a lot of arm tackles last year. Those are things that we got to work on, because he has a knack to make that first guy miss all the time. And we got to wrap up. We have to wrap up. Our linebackers, we run a lot of two linebacker sets, 4 down linemen, and 5 defensive backs. And that's the nickel, cover 3 nickel. So containing Saquon Barkley and what's the tight end's name? I forgot his name.
Ingram.
Yeah, Ingram. We can take those two out of the equation. They said that Jordan Lewis was going to be shadowing him. That's what I heard from Spagnola on Friday. He said that Jordan Lewis is going to be shadowing him. So he has the speed and the cover skills, I believe, to do that. Jordan Lewis proved that in the Saints game last year. So it's up in the air what exactly they're going to do. But, we got Sean Lee. Let's see what he's going to do. I know he didn't practice the other day, so maybe they're just saving him. I don't know. I don't know if we're going to run 4-3 or if we're going to run that nickel. If we're going to run that nickel 4-2-5. So I believe we're going to be alternating between that, because that's the only way to kind of see how they're going to contain those two guys. Trade is out for suspension for like 2 to 4 games or something like that. So there's not really much to worry about, but I don't want to take this game too lightly, because it is the first game. You're going to see a lot of mistakes. Hopefully not on our end, but you just never know, man. Those are my things. I think my worst fear is the penalties, because penalties will beat you faster than the other team.
No, all good points there. My matchups, I'm looking for the trenches. That's what I'm looking for. Can we win off the line? Can we stop Saquon Barkley? Giants know their weaknesses. They know they don't have Golden Tate. Sterling Shepard's coming back with a broken finger. So all these guys And if the Giants coaches know how to do anything, it's going to be adjust. So they're going to have a game plan in, and one of the game plans is what happened in the Rams game. Are they going to design the Rams plays where we got dominated against running backs in the divisional round? Did the Cowboys fix that? Because they just ran right through us, and they got tape on that now. And can the Cowboys fix that, or can the Giants take that blueprint and use it to their advantage? All offensive linemen have to. All they have to do is move people, and Saquon Barkley can cut. He can run north, east, south, and west, any direction, and he can do it on a dime, almost like a Barry Sanders. So I think the number one threat is Saquon, and I think he can match up with our defense very well. He has the speed. He has the tenacity. He can catch it.
Run routes. He can also run routes, too. Yeah.
Yep. And so that's the matchup I'm looking for. How dangerous is Saquon? Or how dangerous can he be against this defense? Because the Cowboys defense left a bad taste in our mouth. 125 yards for an arthritic knee and Todd Gurley, and fat-ass bowling ball. C.J. Anderson had almost 200 yards rushing, if not more than that. So the Cowboys got to get that taste out of their mouth, and it starts with the best running back in the league, he says. So that's the matchup I'm looking for. You stop him, like Miss Fiance said, we got the bag. We got the money. So that's what I'm looking for. But real quick, guys, we got a lot of people watching. Do you guys do anything? Let's have a little bit of fun real quick, and let's open up to our viewers here. Superstitions. Is there anything that anybody does that might be awkward before football games? Fifth quarter Cowboys, I'll start with you first. Any superstitions that you do, or do you just wake up, brush your teeth, wash your ass, and go watch football?
I wake up, suck some titties, then watch football.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, 1980. Can we beat that out? No? It's too late? Okay. My Cowboys family. Anything you guys do superstitious-wise that might be weird to you?
I mean, obviously, I can't say I start the day as great as
Wait a minute. What is your show coming to?
We don't. At least we never bet on the Cowboys ever.
That's true.
Ever. It is that never bet on the Cowboys.
And it's not that we don't trust them. I want to back it up. I'm just saying, like I've bet on the Cowboys in the past, and it's just been we won 10 games in a row, and then we lose. You know what I'm saying? It's just a superstition. It's silly.
Yeah, and again, even like a joking bet between fiance and I, like we did it once. No, never again.
The thing I do is usually I gotta say this. This is silly. This is gonna be embarrassing, but I usually have the NFL logo here or the star anywhere, and I like kiss the star. I just kiss the star before the game. That's all. Star over everything. That's it.
Wow.
I always have that's the football games are the only day I always make sure to match my underwear to the Cowboys colors. Always.
I like that.
Always. I'll admit that. That's the one thing I'll do.
Kissing the star. I got a story for you guys. Dallas Cowboy fan 1980. Any superstitions that you do that you might see that you might think other people are weird? That might think that they're weird. The power.
Yeah.
Is in effect.
You just said it. That's it. The power. Right now, I'm at about 50%. About 50%. In the morning, I'll be at about 75, 76. But soon, at about 3 o'clock come around, I'll be at full power. And you don't want to be around when 19 days at full power because it's not pretty. So Cowboys need to take care of business. I'm with MCF. I remember one time I made a bet. This was way back in the day. I bet on the Cowboys and we were winning games back to back and we lost. And I was like, God damn. So I stopped doing that. From that day on, I stopped betting on the Cowboys. It's bad luck. I never do bets. I never do records. I never do anything like that. I just kind of let the past do the talking. That's it. So.
Absolutely. So when you're at 50%, it's just one hand, and then you muted yourself. So it's just one hand, and then when you wake up, it's 3 fingers.
Yeah.
And then when the game day starts, you pop those 2 fingers up.
It's full power.
Yeah. There you go. There you go. No, mine is this flag right here, my Cowboys family talks about kissing the star. This is the only star that I'll kiss right here. Is this star right here? And I'll tell you a funny story about 2016.
Man.
We didn't have a pregame meal, and so we were like, let's go to Burger King. We eat out a lot. There's only 4 of us. It's actually cheaper for us to go out to eat than it is to buy groceries. So we went to Burger King before the game, and in 2016, every Sunday we eat Burger King. No, it was the second week. It was against the Washington Redskins in 2016, and we ate Burger King that week, and they won, and we didn't stop eating Burger King after that. For that whole year, my wife's like, "I'm so tired of Burger King." I was like, "We got to eat it." We got the same exact thing every week. So, and I used in those one time. This was a long time ago. This was like in 2011 or something. I popped the hood on my car. I was showing my buddy some things that was wrong with it or whatever, and I closed the hood. So Cowboys won. So guess what I had to do? Open and close my hood on my car. So, so I did that for a whole season. But if I do the same routine and they win, I act like I got to do the exact same routine. I can't forget what I did because if not, we'll lose or whatever. But I don't know. I'm just weird. That's just me. Anybody got anything to add to that?
Man, move it along.
Man, be quiet.
Hey.
All right, smart one. Let's move it along. What's the next topic?
Defensive line. How do they get to Eli Manning? Who will be the star on the defensive line tomorrow?
I can tell you that right now.
Malik Collins.
There you go.
We say Malik Collins at the same time?
Yeah, we did.
Not planned. Yeah, Malik Collins. What do you think, my Cowboys family?
Yeah, I mean, I do think that Tank is not going to have like the most explosive game, not so much because of the injury and stuff, but more because of the fact that he basically didn't play all training camp, all preseason. We have a lot of starters. I think you mentioned this 1980, a lot of starters who didn't get much action in the preseason in training camp. So, I'm not expecting as much from them right away because I know that there's going to be a little more rust to knock off with them. But, Malik is in a contract year. Malik is like, Tristan Hill is not taking my job. So he has to make that Eli face happen.
Yeah.
And again, like you said, baby, with Tank obviously being there to, help out, I do think that Malik Collins has a chance to make a big impact, but overall, I have a feeling it's going to be kind of spread out like it was before. It's going to, it's going to be Oprah. You get a sack. You get a sack. You get a sack. You get a sack.
Yeah.
I think. We talk about sacks or we talk about defensive line because I think
specifically D-line and then sacks. I want to see him do.
I think Jalen Smith's going to be involved a lot in the pressure in the quarterback and getting in his face. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be an interesting rush. He gets rushed back there with a blitz by Jalen. He'll be blitzing more than covering, saying when it comes to that, LB probably cover more while Jalen blitzes more. So I think that's going to be an important situation. But like I said earlier, I'm still sticking with Tank. And not that he's going to do get 3 sacks. It's more that you're going to see him in the quarterback's face. You're going to see him having to need double teams. You're going to stop the run. That's what Tank's going to do in this game. And that's going to be major. And again, if he gets a sack, bonus. But I think that him against Remmers, he should, again, I'll give him the leeway with the shoulder, but I think he could get a sack, should get a sack. And I expect him to get a sack tomorrow. How's that? There you go.
1980. What do you think?
What I really want to say is this is a realistic comment, is that this is a preseason game for our starters because a lot of them didn't play in the preseason. So this is just another preseason game. But I like what Malik Collins was doing. If he stays healthy, he is going to be a force to be with him and Woods in the middle. I really like those two, but this is going to be another preseason game for us. So I'm just hoping that they shake off the cobweb and be able to get the job done because they're not going to. The Giants are not going to lay down for us. They're not going to go into this game lightly. So, and I think we're going to see a lot of actual 4-3. They're going to have to run 4-3. They're going to have to be 3 linebackers in there, in order to contain Saquon Barkley. Somebody's going to have to be a spy on him. Like, seriously. I'm just being honest. They're not going to do a lot of passing. They're going to do a lot of running and throwing the ball out of the backfield. They're going to work Saquon out because that's pretty much all they got in Ingram as well. But just be ready for some trickery from the Giants. They're going to try to do everything they can to get that ball upfield. I just want us to be prepared for it. We have to look at all aspects of the game as far as what they can do. We got to find their weakness really quick. And that's what I'm hoping that we do as a defense. Like you guys, like DCFN say, like fifth quarter say, my Cowboys fans say, this is going to be a defensive game for us. Our defense is going to have to win this game. Not to say our offense can't do it because we have the weapons to do it on the offensive side of the ball. On paper, we got the best offense in the league, but we got to do it. We have to do it. Like DJ said, coaching is one of the main factors in this game. On the offensive side of the ball to really show what we're made of. And it's the first game, so I'm looking for a lot of mistakes, a lot of miscommunications and things like that. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be a pretty game. I want us to go there, like I just said a minute ago, I want us to go there and go out there and blow them out. You know, I would love for 34-0 or, you know, whatever. But I'm just being realistic, you know. I just don't want this to be one of those games where we beat ourselves. You get what I'm saying? So, but that's all I got.
No, that's all good points right there. You cannot beat yourselves. And under Jason Garrett, Cowboys had history of beating themselves. Fifth quarter Cowboys, anything to add to that?
Add to what?
Man,
What
somebody
happened?
mute him up.
What happened?
You didn't know that?
What are we talking about?
These nuts.
Oh, what happened? What I missed?
He's sipping on Grandpa's old medicine over there.
I started my Sunday ritual 5 minutes ago. So what I missed?
Oh my God.
What happened?
He out of control.
What happened?
Nothing. Moving on.
What are we talking about?
DCFN.
Yeah.
Hey, a quick thing about to kind of bounce off of 1980, what he just said about using the three linebackers. Actually, I mentioned that the other day because I think that when you have a first down and it's a run kind of play, you might see more Sean Lee than you're used to out there. A little added Joe Thomas in there, a little rotation because I don't know if I trust Sean Lee out there over 10 plays. But if it goes 20 plays, you gotta kind of get a little stronger rather than hit Anthony Brown in there. You got to put in Sean Lee. You got to put in Joe Thomas. So we got to wait and see. I think that's a great point. And again, I think three linebackers might be used more, even though that's not really our base. Our base is nickel. But I think that is a great point and a great key for this team to kind of hold Saquon down the early downs, right? And then the passing downs, then you bring in Jordan Lewis to cover him in the pass game. You got to stop him, not just in the run, but in the pass game. He's deadly in the pass game.
There you go.
Yeah, that's facts. So let's talk about the guys that kind of had a slow training camp. Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, Amari Cooper, Sean Lee taking a lot of veteran days. The slow starts, even with Ezekiel Elliott, right? I mean, that's the biggest one. He didn't even show up. Slow starts. Can we expect slow starts from these starters that were limited or very limited or didn't even show up to camp? I mean, what kind of slow starts are we looking at? And I'll start with you, 1980.
It could happen. That's what I just talked about. It really could happen. Just being realistic, guys. You got to be realistic about this. A lot of these guys didn't play. And this is their first game. They've been thrown out there after all this. They've been thrown out there. And it's going to be interesting to see how they're going to hold up. Now, like I said, we're the better team. I know we're the most dominant team. But it's going to be very interesting to see how they're going to play. We know Taco's hurt; he's not going to play. And what really gets me is the rotation. You're going to see a lot of rotating because guys are going to be tired. Like I said, this is the first game of the season. You got to realize, man, you haven't been playing. I mean, they've been practicing and things like that. So I'm pretty sure their condition and stamina and stuff like that, I'm not taking that away from them, but actually playing the game. And Zeke, you brought up Zeke coming back. I talked about this in my live stream videos I made throughout the week up until now. Zeke coming back He's been running in sand, chasing sharks, out there fishing, all that stuff, man. They didn't have those equipment and all that stuff out there in Cabo. You know, you get what I'm saying? They didn't have players. Did Cabo have a secret team out there? They were doing tackling drills with Zeke. Did they have guys out there with makeshift pads and helmets on, you know, trying to tackle Zeke, you know, tackling drills and stuff like that, how to get hit, how to take a hit? Those are things that you have to do as a running back. You have to get tackled. You have to get your body ready, physically ready to take on those hits and those strip hits and stuff like that. And those are things that he's just now doing now that I'm seeing now. You know, obviously none of us were out there in Cabo with him, so we weren't able to see exactly what he was doing. It was just pictures here and there and things like that. I'm pretty sure they had a workout facility where he can work on his stamina and all that stuff. But you know, stamina and conditioning is one thing, but actually getting out there and playing. So I'm just a little nervous about how Zeke is going to do coming out there, and Amari Cooper as well. You know, Amari Cooper, you know, had that plantar fasciitis thing going on, and me rolling my ankle. You need your feet. You need, especially being a quick route runner like he is. He needs to be able to cut and things like that. And you remember what happened last year. Remember, that's why I take no game for granted, because remember last year, the Carolina Panthers were supposed to be trash. Everybody, oh, they're trash. We're gonna shut down. These guys are trash and all this stuff. So look what happened. Obviously, we didn't have Amari Cooper, and you know things were different back then. But just for example, you know, you just can't take any game for granted, especially guys that don't play in the preseason and things like that. So that's all I got, man.
Oh no, that's you made a lot of good points. You know, getting hit, trying to hold the football like a baby so you don't get stripped and stuff like that. Nothing but great points. Nothing but facts coming out of the power man himself. Who's at 50%, by the way? See, he's at 100 to me, but he allegedly he's at 50. Fifth quarter Cowboys. Any concern for these guys that were limited? Byron Jones, all these guys. What do you expect to see a slow start from these guys?
Man.
Oh my God.
Man, listen, man. First of all, Byron Jones isn't at 100%. DeMarcus Lawrence isn't at 100%.
Debatable.
Tyron Smith ain't been 100% since he was in college.
Debatable.
And nobody is at. Well, man, listen, it's gonna be a slow start for all the guys that was really hurt, because none of them are at 100%. But the good thing is, a guy like D-Law, Tyron Smith, those two guys can give you production at 70%. D-Law has been playing with that shoulder injury forever, and he just got paid because he had a monster season. Tyron Smith, he's a freak of nature. He can tolerate pain that we probably can't even bear. So even 70% of Tyron Smith and 70% of D-Law is good. Byron Jones, I'm not sure. Smaller guy, you know what I'm saying? Ain't really much weight on him. I don't know how much he can take. You know what I'm saying? You know, him being a cornerback, he's running on every play, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not sure. But with Tyron Smith and DeMarcus Lawrence, I think 70% of those guys is as good as anybody else at their position in the NFL, because, like I say, Tyron Smith is a freak of nature, and DeMarcus Lawrence has been, pretty damn good. He's still overpaid in my opinion, but anyways, I think 70% of those guys is better than or equal to any of the top guys at their position in the NFL. So I'm not really worried about D-Law, because D-Law just being out there is going to create disturbance with guys. They're going to double him anyway, whether he's at 100% or not, just because he's DeMarcus Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? That's why in interviews, when they asked him how he's feeling, you know what I'm saying, when they asked him what his status was, he was brushing it off by saying, I'm married. Because what he's going to say, he's going to say, oh, my shoulder still hurt. He's not going to say that.
Right.
Because they're going to worry about him still, which is going to free up somebody else. So just to have D-Law out there and suited up is going to be a plus for the Cowboys either way it goes. Tyron Smith, we don't know the pain he played. I'm pretty sure that dude has played through so much damn pain. He's good. So, I'm not too much worried about those two guys. Maybe Byron Jones at his position that calls for the hips to constantly be twisting and turning and changing positions. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, 19 exactly. So I'm pretty sure Byron Jones will go out there and give it his all.
I thought 1980 was dancing to cumbia music for a second.
Oh. So, but I'm really not worried. I'm really not worried at all. You know what I'm saying? We should be okay. And I don't want to downplay the Giants because this is a division game. So you never know with these games. On paper, we're supposed to beat them, but you never know, man. So all I'm gonna say is I got confidence in these guys, and I'm not too much worried about D-Law with his shoulder, and Tyron Smith with his knee, his back, his neck, his arm, his toes, his feet, everything else that hurt on him. No, really not. I'm really not too much worried about all that. But yeah, I don't want to talk too much. That's it.
Alrighty. Forever DC said Travis Frederick is who he's worried about. He played the whole training camp. He played the stuff like that, but he missed an entire year. So I guess we could put him in this category too. MCF, your thoughts? Any slow starts on those guys?
I would say not necessarily slow start. Although again, all these guys are going to have quote unquote more rust. I love the point that you said it's going to look probably like a preseason game for these guys. But my bigger concern is less their performance, because DJ said it, like these are pro guys. Like they're not going to go out there and just forget the whole playbook or anything. My concern is penalties. We already have an issue with penalties on a good day. So when you have such big key pieces coming in for the first time, I don't know. I mean, we saw it with Tyron Smith a lot last year that he kept getting called for some penalties that, I don't think were really there, but they still called him for it. So I guess just overall, I'm concerned that whether it's these guys or the guys around them, that we're just going to see, kind of a sloppy penalty-filled game for us. And that's one of the things, like you said, on paper, there's no reason why the Giants should beat us. But on paper is not reality. On paper is not on the field. So on the field, we have to make sure to play a clean game and to keep these guys with the pace of the game and make sure that, they're all right. I'm less worried about Travis Frederick because honestly, like, especially after today, like meeting him and yo, that good juju, that energy, like that beard was at full power. Okay. That beard was at full power. He is ready to play. So I'm less worried about him. I mean, he's still one of the first guys out on the field every time, a consummate professional.
That's good.
I'm less worried about Frederick now that I've actually seen him physically in person and also in a preseason game.
Yeah. I mean, Frederick is fine. I'm going to say that right now. He's fine. I mean, look at the way he's played. He played, all training camp, his whole preseason. He's involved. He got enough hits, and he's got enough to show the staff that they're ready to roll with him. And again, he's not. He was my concern going into camp, but not anymore. Honestly, I mean, you guys touched on all great names on here. I like what you said about penalties, baby. But I also think that I guess my biggest concern would be Ezekiel Elliott, and not in his ability to do stuff. I just think I don't want him rushed in there. I think you guys made a comment about this too. I mean, 1980 said about Cabo, you're not playing. They brought in a quarterback and a receiver or something. I mean, to kind of simulate it. I mean, you can't simulate it that way. So Zeke, I truly think what's going to happen with Zeke, and I don't think we're going to see it tomorrow. I think tomorrow Zeke is going to be maybe 20, 25 snaps, not touches, snaps. I think he's going to be limited in he might be on the field 25 times, but he's not going to touch the ball maybe more than 10, let's say. And I think that's because when you put him in the game, immediately the Giants have to start to, okay, we got to watch Zeke. We got to watch Zeke. Even if he's not going to get the ball, you're ready to change your game plan.
Just him being out there. Just
being on that field.
Throw Zeke into the line of fire there when, just in the sense of, he didn't get a training camp or a preseason in a normal football setting. We don't want him getting hurt. Well, by overdoing it so quick. Right, and that's one of the things. Getting hurt is the biggest fear for me. Maybe a fumble that could be a possibility too. But I do think that the key with Zeke, the key with Zeke is that he's out on that field, and teams have to watch him. That is the importance of having Zeke on that field. And again, you're going to open. If you're watching Zeke, also you got Amari, you got Gallup, you got Cobb, you got Witten. You got Pollard. You got Dak who can still take off and run. Listen, you got so many options, and then you throw Zeke in there, and the defense don't know. The Giants do not know that. Are we going to run him or not? Right? Are we going to use him or not? We don't know, but they don't know either. So they gotta respect it, and that in itself is going to open up a couple of new things you wouldn't have without Zeke on that field.
Doors. Yep. Yeah, they talked about that. They talked about that on the radio. They said that just Zeke being out there, and I said it myself. I made a video when I showed the Cowboy game with Deion Sanders. He was just out there as a decoy. And they were so worried about prime time lining up at receiver that Emmett got like a 25, 30 yard something run right up the middle. So just, I mean, obviously we had the Great Wall of Dallas. It probably would have happened anyway, but just Dion being out there, the camera was on him, and they were like, oh, they had to change up their game plan. And that's the trick. You got to make them change their game plan up. And I think at the last minute with Zeke coming back like that, they were like, oh, they already had film. They probably did film and ran plays with Zeke not being out there. But now that he's back, they're like, oh shit, hey, y'all come back in the damn come back on the field. We got a preparation for Zeke now. So that it goes a lot. Just his presence alone, just being out there, can make teams flustered and make teams, second guess what they're gonna really do.
Oh no, all good points. I'm not concerned about Travis Frederick. There was a play in the preseason when Tony Pollard broke a tackle and ran it in for into the end zone. The guy that was leading Tony Pollard into the end zone was Travis Frederick, and that was the play that I was like, Travis Frederick, the dog, he's good. He's going to be fine. So to give you some closure there for DC, Travis Frederick, he's shown a lot in preseason. A point of attack, moving guys, pancaking guys, and running upfield, blocking for Tony Pollard in that preseason game. He's back, let's say the least. I am concerned about Byron Jones' hips. 1980 was over there, Kubica dancing, showing his hips. And then, that's Hawaii right there. That's Shakira. The hips don't lie. I'm goofy. But anyway, shit, I lost my train of thought. Here we go. Moving on.
Byron Jones is a great guy to watch.
That's actually a great point, DCFN.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They actually said that Byron Jones might be a game time decision. I think they said how he was. It depended on how he felt, because he was still kind of stiff. They worried about him being really stiff, because being stiff as a corner, you can't be stiff. There's no room for being stiff as a cornerback, because you have to be ready to go. You have to have all your agility. Your lower half has to be on point. That's the part you're using the most in the secondary, and especially the cornerback. So they say hopefully he plays, but I don't want him out there if he can't help the team or if he's gonna injure himself even more. But they said he feels great. He think he feels great, but it might be a game time. He's questionable.
Oh, did not know that. Thanks for the 411. The stats, the dropping. See, there's that 75 right there. There's that 75% right there. But I don't know, guys. Anybody got anything else to add? Fifth quarter? You got anything to add? 1980? What you got?
One more thing, real quick. One more thing. Kicker. I hope our damn kicker Maher is going to be ready to go, and his mind is going to be where it should be as a kicker.
I think that's more of a bold prediction.
Right, exactly. But that's all I got, kicker.
My Cowboys family, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I don't know if we might have missed it, and you guys talked about this earlier, but I don't want to talk numbers, because I'm honestly sick and tired of putting any number to Dak other than the number 4 on his jersey. I do want to know about the timing, since Stephen Jones himself opened his mouth and said we're still trying to get the deal done before the Giants game.
For tomorrow.
Overall, do you think it could get done before the Giants game? Because I'm like really hoping. I don't care what at this point, I'm not talking numbers. I'm just talking timing. I want our quarterback signed before the season starts.
That's not happening.
I can't. I don't want any more distraction going into this game. I get what you're saying. I'm not saying I disagree with you, but I just don't want any more distraction right before the game. They're gonna talk about a signing. We don't need that. We just need to be. Go ahead. You can wait till afterwards. You know what I mean? But I don't know. What's up?
Hey, in my humble opinion, I think I wouldn't pay Dak right now. I would wait till February. And if he's holding up a Lombardi trophy, I'm okay with 35, 36 a year. I'm okay with that. I don't know about 40, but I honestly, I mean, if you're gambling,
If he gets the Lombardi, you better get a more comfortable with something more than 35. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah, it'll be over 35.
I'm okay with the gamble.
If
Seriously.
Dak holding up a Lombardi.
How much did golf get?
33.5 a year, average. 110 guaranteed is the bigger number there. 134 overall.
Go ahead, fifth quarter.
If Dak Prescott holding up a Lombardi, you can cancel anything below $35 million. So I want Dak to get paid right now, so we ain't got to pay him a whole lot of money.
I'm taking the gamble.
I don't care about your damn gamble. I'm telling you what we need to do. We need to pay Dak Prescott Monday.
I'm telling you what we need to do too.
Monday, Dak Prescott need to get paid. You see, these owners are going crazy with these quarterback payments. Dak need to get paid now. So when February comes, your ass won't get on this camera all mad, making a video, talking about how much we overpaid Dak Prescott. We need to do it right now. We should have did it after 2018 season.
If he's holding up a Lombardi, there's no such thing as overpaying.
Shut up, boy. That way we could have paid Dak $28 million at the end of 2018, but now
you're high as hell. You're thinking 20. He just turned down $30 million. So why are you bringing up 28 number?
Shut up.
We'll talk.
If we'd have paid Dak at the end of 2018 after the playoff, we could have gave him $28 million. He's turning down 30 because Carson Wentz is already above
fake news.
If we'd have paid him, boy, you want to know what fake news is, boy?
He turned down $30 million.
Carson Wentz got paid.
And guess what? The deal still ain't done. So is he seeking more than Carson Wentz right now? So either way, if you wait now towards the end of the season, you're still going to be paying $35 million plus.
But if he get a Lombardi, man, it's going to be ugly, bro. It's
debatable.
It's not debatable. If Dak get a Lombardi.
Well, guess what? You got Zeke locked up. You got the offense locked up. You got Jalen Smith locked up.
What are you saying?
Cooper, the salary cap's going to go up anyway. So it's all going to be checks and balances at the end of the day. I'm gambling that Zeke has to hold a Lombardi before he gets his paycheck.
Zeke? You mean Dak?
What the fuck ever. I get those two goddamn confused. Sometimes I say Zach. Son of a bitch.
Dak Prescott probably going to get paid before game 2.
Yeah, they need to. If they're going to pay him, I agree with go ahead and paying him early. I agree 100% with that. But they need to wait after the game.
You have
These
to.
Nuts.
You have to pay him now, man.
You don't have to do shit. He's the Cowboys.
Even if Dak just going back to the playoff is going to mean different numbers for Dak.
Good.
It's just everything is. If Dak Prescott have a winning season, it's gonna mean different numbers for him. You got to do it right now.
But if Dak is averaging less than 4,000 yards and less than 20 touches, that's what the quarterback gets paid for right there. You got to be able to put up numbers. The wins are great. It's a team effort when you win. That's what I've been hearing every time we've been on this round table. Dak has to put up numbers.
Well, he's already proven.
Even if Dak put up numbers he put up in the past 2-3 years, you're still looking at 30 plus. So Dak
exactly, you're still looking at 30 plus right now. He ain't gonna make 28 million.
Dak can average. That you making my point. You making my point.
But he's gonna make right now. He's looking at 35 just right now. They already turned down 30. Carson Wentz is 32.5. The deal still ain't done. So right now we're pushing 33, 34 million right now.
Again, you're making my point. If he's already,
but if he wins a Lombardi, how much is it gonna go up?
Shut up.
Well, answer the question. Nah.
If Dak Prescott is already pushing 33 million.
You know what's crazy, real quick? This guy right here, just a year ago, was bashing Dak Prescott. Now look at him.
Hey,
now look at him. Flip flop.
How many videos did I said Dak Prescott won me over in the playoffs? How many videos on my channel I said that?
Like I said, a year ago, right here, you were with me. Now you're over there. Oh, Dak. Oh, number 4.
A year ago, I was by myself.
My ass.
A year ago. I said clearly Dak Prescott won me over in the playoffs. I just did a video today saying it took me 3 years to believe in Dak Prescott. I just did a video today. I'm not flipping flop unlike you You debated.
Okay.
About
Go back to the round table a year ago, guys, and come back to this one and tell me he didn't flip the hamburger. He didn't flip the pink side down.
Again, I've said a million times.
Dak.
What I'm saying is Dak Prescott, if he's already won $34 million, if he hold up a Lombardi, oh boy, we're gonna be in some trouble.
Yeah, we're gonna have to pay him a lot of money.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to tell you, football Scrooge.
Yeah. Go ahead and get it done now. But we need to go ahead and win tomorrow. Go ahead and win tomorrow. Set the tone. Get a nice tone, nice mood, and then Monday morning.
Hey.
Monday morning. Go ahead and pay.
Yep.
Money Monday coming out.
Pay Dak Prescott.
Okay, genius. What's the number? What's the number if Dak gets paid tomorrow? Genius. Because damn sure ain't 28 million, genius.
I ain't a genius.
I know.
33 and 37 or 38. Crazy, man.
No, sir. Not if Dak gets 23 touchdowns and we win a Lombardi, he ain't getting that $38 million. I can tell you that right now.
Man. Carson Wentz didn't even win the damn Super Bowl and he got paid. Nick Foles won it. Shut up.
Nick Foles. Carson Wentz got him there. Nick Foles just carried it.
If Carson Wentz would have got there, he wouldn't have won that shit. Nick Foles almost took him back last year. Michael Thomas wouldn't have dropped the damn ball.
Fuck the Eagles. It's football, so fuck the Eagles.
I agree with you, but what I'm saying is you can't base it off that, man. 23 touchdowns and a winning season. Dak Prescott
Ain't shit.
He's the quarterback for them. Ain't nothing we can do about it. He's still going to get his money.
Football Scrooge.
That's your name.
That's your name.
My name is, yeah.
Hey, we got to talk about
6-quarter Cowboys.
We got to talk about. I know this is off the subject. But we got to talk about AB getting cut and going to the Patriots. We got to play the Patriots later on this season. So, how y'all?
My mouth is closed. Go ahead. Y'all talk about it. He's not a Cowboy.
I'll say this, and I'll be done with it. AB going to the Patriots. I don't give a shit. AB ain't winning nothing with Pittsburgh, and hell, Big Ben is just of a high of a caliber quarterback as Tom Brady. He's not Tom Brady, but he's up there with him. He got 2 of them things. AB ain't do shit when they had him and Le'Veon Bell. And hell, he ain't gonna do shit over there. It don't matter. It don't matter. I don't care about that. When we play him, I ain't worried about him. I ain't worried about Antonio Brown. He's a dumbass. How you lose 30 million to 9 million? Crazy ass man.
I definitely am worried about him. I wish someone near him would say, truly like sit him down and say, "Are you okay?" Because I feel like something's going on with him. But outside of that, I'm just looking at it more us, Cowboy Nation. Thank you, Amari Cooper. Thank you, Oakland Raiders. Thank you. We'll be more than happy to take what you threw out and you thought was not good enough. I mean, I'm so happy that we, at the end of the day, we benefit from this. They were forced to make those moves, and Antonio Brown doing it, like it's almost like, right, I don't care because it's the Cowboys, but it is relevant in the sense that the gaping hole Amari Cooper left, they wanted to fill it with Antonio Brown because they thought Amari Cooper was not it. Well, Amari Cooper seems to be it, and he's doing just fine in Dallas. So thank you again.
And I do want to
talk about Amari Cooper.
I do want to make a mention about this in the sense of how it does relate to the Cowboys, and it does relate to that in the guaranteed money when it comes to Antonio Brown getting all that guaranteed money. And how did he get to this point? Right, the helmet thing, missed practices, got fined. All right, then they then he got in an argument with Mike Mayock, with the GM. He kicked the football, called him some names.
He called him a cracker.
Whatever, and then he got fined another $250,000. Yeah. So this was done on purpose so they can void his contract, to void his guarantee.
Get him the hell out of there.
And the reason why I'm saying that's important to note, because if shit goes bad for Ezekiel Elliott,
the Cowboys could do
that guaranteed contract that he gets in trouble off the field or misses a practice, just messes around, right? The Cowboys can do, any team can do this. So I'm saying you can find a way to see a player they did not, they violated team rules. And then they can void their contract.
And Zeke's obviously in a much more delicate position because of his other prior stuff where, if he misses a few team meetings or he gets into a fight with the coach, like put it in a similar scenario as AB.
Or off the field, right?
That clause is in Zeke's contract.
Fake jersey you bought from China.
Huh?
Fake ass jersey you bought from China.
Mother lover. You want to see the receipt? And I got the Fanatic package on a video of me opening this up. This ain't come from Mike Mosh. What the fuck's wrong with you?
This man is out of control. Look at 1980.
What the hell is wrong with you? This is authentic. This is replica.
Debatable.
Yeah, no, show me
He
your
was
jersey.
actually here. I mean, I got my Cooper jersey.
The real jersey.
Yeah, it's on. Just look them up when you watch it twice.
That Beyonce's got the real old school. Like this.
30
jersey
years
older
old,
than me.
baby.
I ain't even know.
Don't trip for this.
Let's say 1980.
My jersey isn't made in Mike Mosh's basement.
Watch your mouth.
Shit.
Watch
I'm
your
mute.
mouth.
I'm mute.
But anyway, let's close this thing up. It's football time, baby. We back. We can't have the cowboy on cowboy crime. It ain't the middle of the season yet. Let's do this. Jason Garrett is on the hot seat, guys. And what?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. So let me ask you this: is this jersey fake? Is this jersey fake? Is this jersey fake? I got more in the closet.
Come
Pay
on,
cash.
Man, but $20
Jason-
on the website. Look at 1980.
Jason Garrett on the hot seat. Y'all want to talk about him real quick? Jason Garrett, expectations of Jason Garrett.
Oh, Garrett, look at 1980. We can talk about Garrett.
Yeah.
Let's talk. What's with the carrot talk?
Oh, I know, right?
The only thing with Karen, let's say, is that look, he's on the hot seat. If he gets to the conference championship, Super Bowl, fuck it, sign him, whatever. We win the Super Bowl, of course, sign him. But longer term, I guess, 4 years. But the thing is that I do think that when it comes to Jason Garrett, I hate saying this, but if the Cowboys do very well this year, and they keep, like I said a while back in 2 months ago roundtables, where we got to keep our core group of guys, Zeke, Dak, whoever, Cooper, for the next 3 to 4 years. With these offensive linemen, we've got 83% of this offense signed up for the next 4 effing years. There's a reason we did this. I've been saying it for months and months. You can check any roundtable. And every single time I'm saying we are putting the post piece together so we can afford all these guys that we built up from the draft, right? And now Jason Garrett, believe it or not, and I can't even believe I'm saying this shit, but he might be the right piece for this team. For like if we do well this year, he's the guy that just doesn't. He's not a Belichick or overly demanding on in public and that kind of stuff. So he's kind of like the background motivating Clapper, who maybe this team of players take us to the promised land. It could be done without a great coach, but that's what I'm saying. He's got to stay kind of in the background, in my opinion.
I think that even Garrett can win a Super Bowl at this point. I truly think he is done, and that Kellen Moore is coming for his job. This team feels like it's on.
We haven't seen Kellen Moore yet.
Wait, Kellen Moore?
But I'm telling you right now, the Cowboys, I think this is the path that they want to take. They are you know what I mean? It hasn't happened yet because Kellen Moore needs to go out there and do it. But if
Head coach Moore?
He's got it. Yes, Kellen.
I still vote for Richard.
Chris Richard.
That's my personal guy.
I'm saying it now just so that, because I've said it before, but I truly think that it's going. I don't think there's anything Garrett can do. I think Garrett. I agree with you in the sense that Garrett, I think it can keep this team together, which is a big part of dealing with a lot of these.
How we doing, guys?
But Kellen Moore, I think no matter what, Kellen Moore is going to end up taking unless Kellen Moore craps the bed, Kellen Moore's taking his job.
Debatable. It's Chris Richard.
I think with Jason Garrett, man, I think Garrett is. I don't think he's on the hot seat.
That thing's boiling.
I don't think so. I don't think so, man. I honestly feel like Jerry Jones. I feel like Jerry Jones, if he can't move Chris Richard up or get Lincoln Riley, he ain't gonna replace Jason. I mean, come on. If Jason Garrett is on the hot seat, the only next person up is Kellen Moore. So I'm not even.
You're saying Kellen Moore too?
If Jason Garrett, Kellen Moore would be the head coach. Come on.
Oh my God.
Saying. Hey, Cowboys Abroad made a joke last year. Scott Linehan got fired that Kellen Moore was going to be the OC. Cowboys Abroad made that joke last year, and look who's the OC.
It wasn't a joke. It was facts.
No, but it was way before, though.
Cowboy Broads in Japan, they can see the future in Japan. They're a day ahead.
So Can they see the future? They don't whoop your ass in Madden tomorrow. Anyways,
My ass.
yeah, I shut him out 6-0, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
What? That never happened.
So
I got a screenshot, by the way, that never happened.
That's what she said.
Wait a minute, what?
I think that. Don't worry about it. I think the defense is gonna be big tomorrow. I think we're gonna see some stuff in the red zone we probably never see. Because think about it, man. Tony Pollard, he played receiver a lot in college, so he can catch his ass off.
Oh yeah.
So I think we got a lot of stuff on offense that the Giants may not be able to keep up with.
Yeah.
They good defensive players aren't even there anymore. Landon Collins was the heart and soul of that defense, man. And he's gone.
Yeah.
Yep. 1980, anything on that topic?
I really don't like to talk about coaching staff, but I just think that Jason Garrett's got to coach his ass off this season. I can't say if he's going to be here or not. Him and Jerry Jones are so cool. It's hard to say what's going to happen.
Is he cool with Stephen Jones?
They've already mixed business with friends and all that stuff, so it's kind of hard to say if he's going to be gone. Why they didn't renew him, I don't know. But Garrett could want out regardless. Maybe he's tired. I can kind of sense something in his press conference. We all know Garrett is vanilla and robotish, and he kind of says the same thing every time. But it's just
how we doing, guys?
It's just a different feel. It's just a different feel I'm getting, a different vibe I'm getting from him this year. He's just not. We don't seem too into it. He's just kind of going with the motions. Really, this year, he's always been going with the motions, but he's really going through the motions this year. And maybe he just don't want to do it anymore. I've always kind of said that, but who knows? But like you just said, man, I'm just ready. We focus on this Giant game. They got a lot of handicaps. We got to be able to take advantage of them. And coaching is going to have to get obviously really get better. And obviously the players are going to have to outplay the coaches as well. So depending on how they are, we don't know yet. We're going to find out We're going to find out so much tomorrow. We're going to find out so much tomorrow because everything is going to be new all over again on the offensive side of the ball. We know what the defense can do and what they're capable of. It's the offense is going to kind of because we got a new sheriff in town running the offensive plays. So we're going to see. We're really going to see how it's going to iron out and how they're going to adjust to the Giants defense and how they're going to get creative in the red zone and how they're going to move the chains on third down and all that stuff. Those are the things we got to focus on executing. Execute. That's the key word, guys.
Yeah. One thing I like about Jason Garrett is he don't play to win. He keeps games close. I mean, you look at his track record, it's either there was a point in time where Cowboys either lost by 7 or won by 7. And Jason, that's one thing I cannot stand. And I don't know if that comes with the old school running the ball mentality, but you can't let up. That's why teams, Green Bay Packers, that backup quarterback, what was his name, came back on us and beat us just because Garrett don't play to win. He plays to keep it close. And I don't have any fingernails after the season because of Jason Garrett. And that's one thing I think Chris Richard can bring to the team is that let's go win this now and let's not take our foot off the gas. But Fifth Quarter, you got anything to say on that?
No, sir.
Oh, where can they find you then, brother man? Except the whorehouse.
Booty Club. What'd you say, boy?
$10.
Find me well?
Whorehouse.
Yup. Got my $40 with me.
No, sir. You're cheap. $10.
Debatable.
Debatable.
But yeah, man, Phil Cook, y'all listen, y'all. It ain't hard for y'all to come to my page and subscribe to my channel.
Subscribe to this man. What's wrong with you?
Oh man, listen, man. I'm so hyped for tomorrow. So Phil Quarter Cowboys on YouTube. Season kicks off tomorrow. I can't believe it's back already, y'all. Let's go, baby.
Ooh, my Cowboys family. Where?
Yeah, baby.
Well, you guys usually can find us at home, going live every single day, talking Cowboys. But for this little special weekend. We're actually here in Dallas getting ready to watch our Dallas Cowboys kick some giant ass.
Give me a
Woo!
So thank you so much for, as always, guys, talking Cowboys with us, having us on here, 1980 DCFN, fifth quarter Cowboys.
Matt Flynn, thank you.
We're honored to be on here with you. And whether your day starts off bountiful or otherwise, you guys know the number one pick.
Go Cowboys, baby. Yeah. YouTube, right? On YouTube, My Cowboys Family. Twitter, My Cowboys
Facebook,
Family.
Instagram, all of it, My Cowboys Family. You know what to do.
Oh, yeah.
Pornhub, My Cowboys Family.
Yes, sir. What's up?
I said Pornhub, My Cowboys Family.
What's up?
Oh, allegedly.
We haven't expanded it.
All right. I'll close it out. 1980, I'll let you close out your channel last. Dallas Cowboy Football News on YouTube. Dallas Cowboy Football News on Facebook. DCF News 1 on Twitter. And if you're man enough to talk X's and O's, slide on my DMs like a hoe.
That's what's up. I love it. Man, I love it. Guys, thank y'all once again. We got the
Oh, real quick, Napoleon, you have to spell out fifth quarter Cowboys. You have to spell that out. Fifth space, quarter space, Cowboys.
Is boy.
All right, guys. Once again, we got another round table out of the way. Great show. Thank y'all for having me. Thanks for getting together. We got My Cowboys Family in Dallas, guys. They get to see it live. They get to see the game live. I know they're hell of excited. Guys, we got the Dallas Cowboys tomorrow. I mean, we got the New York Giants tomorrow.
All right, you drive down to 30% power.
I know. We got the Giants tomorrow, guys. Let's just execute. Let's get this game out of the way. Let's get this W. That's all we got to do. Just win. We got to play smart. Don't let the penalties beat us. And just get the job done. Defense 3 and out. Keep the defense fresh. Offense clock management. Convert on third down. Be creative in the red zone. Score touchdowns. Don't go all the way. Don't put the damn game in the field goal kicker's hands. Take control of the game. But that's it. That's how you win games. Executing on both sides of the ball. And that's all it is. Off to the ball in a bad mood. But guys, once again, we got this show out of the way. We're able to talk and display our opinions about the game. Nothing set in stone. Nothing is in the Bible. It's just how we feel about being diehard Cowboy fans and how we feel. Everything we say isn't always right, and we don't mind that if it's not right. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is. We're just fans. We're not doing drive-by shootings and throwing up gang signs and
I am.
fighting people in the parking lot and all that stuff, man. It's Cowboy fan. It's Cowboy country, man. That's what it is. We don't play for the Cowboys. We're not getting a check from the Cowboys. So don't let this internet pump your head up. It is what it is. It's YouTube stuff. So But anyway, guys, that's all I got, man. Good luck. Hey, Cowboy game tomorrow, guys. I can't wait. Everybody be safe. Make sure you stay cowboyed up and prayed up because you never know what the day is going to bring you. Thanks for joining us. I'll make your boy.
Thank you, guys. Who is DCFN? What?